Hi again, you guys. It's Fiona Bedetia, life coach, author, speaker, and NLP practitioner. And thanks for being here. And I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. So one of my favorite sayings is first we create our thoughts, our beliefs, and our habits. And then our thoughts, our beliefs, and our habits create us. Now that's quite a statement. And when I realized what it was doing to me in my life, or more accurately, what I was doing to myself in the thoughts that I created, the words that I used, the beliefs that I'd imprinted into my own mind, and how those thoughts and beliefs then directed my habits towards self-sabotage, as in giving up my diet or binge eating or giving up whenever I started a successful, what could have been a successful career or business. When I realized how those deep-seated thoughts and beliefs were affecting me negatively, and that the power was indeed in my hands to change it, well, then that was a game changer for me across every level of my life. So what does that mean? First you create your thoughts, your beliefs, and your habits, and then your thoughts and beliefs and habits create you. Well, your subconscious mind is really the largest percentage of your mind, and it works as a rudder to the ship that directs you in whatever direction you go. So if you have a blueprint in your subconscious mind about yourself and about life, that blueprint will affect everything you do and affect every choice you make. So what do I mean by a blueprint? Well, if you have a subconscious belief that I'm just not good enough, I do not deserve, I'm not worthy of unconditional love, or I'm genetically doomed to struggle with my weight, or I cannot stick to a diet, I'm just like my gran or my mum, I can't stick to a diet, then that's what you will keep recreating. You like to think that you run your days through your conscious choices, but what affects those conscious choices, those logical planned out choices, or even the physical actions that are happening? What directs them? What is the rudder to the ship that makes you do that which is destructive rather than do this which is helpful? Well, that's that subconscious blueprint that I'm talking about. That's what directs you to be a person that does things that serve you, or to be a person that does things that sabotage you. So first you create your thoughts, beliefs, and habits, and then your thoughts, beliefs, and your habits create you. And that's what happens to all of us. So what do we do? Where is the power there in that? The power is, well, if we created our thoughts and therefore our beliefs and therefore our habits in the first place, that means great, the power is in our hands to create new thoughts and therefore new beliefs and therefore better habits. The power is in our hands. The thing is, we've never been taught how to manage our own minds and how to reprogram new beneficial beliefs into our mind and therefore our subconscious blueprint. So neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, basically says it. Neuro, to do with the brain, the mind. Linguistic, to do with language, the words you use. Programming, what's imprinted, that blueprint, that programming. Okay, so people go, oh, that sounds a bit strange, or people say it's a pseudoscience. Whatever you want to say, it works. It's simple, practical tools that anybody can use in their life to create a more positive subconscious blueprint that serves you. So if you're the kind of person who always says, I cannot stick to a diet, what are you telling your mind? And how are you affecting your direction? You've got to understand that your mind is there to do exactly what you tell it to do. And you should be telling your mind exactly, precisely, and clearly what to do. Now, if you keep saying, I can't stick to a diet, the mind's very agreeable. It goes, yep, that's true. And so it carries out actions that show you that to be the truth. I'm not sticking to my diet because I can't do that. But if you were to wake up every morning and say, well, I just love eating healthy. I'm so excited about it. I love this healthy food that I eat. Well, your mind would go, well, that's great. We love it. Isn't that amazing? And you would be sticking to healthy food. And when you say to yourself, I find it easy to do my intermittent fasting every day, I can fit it easily into my program, then guess what? You say that to yourself enough times, and that's exactly what starts to happen. But when you keep saying, I just find this so difficult, I really struggle, I can't fit it in, I'm too exhausted, I find this hard, well then so your mind goes, yep, I agree. You see, that subconscious mind is very like a toddler. It's very literal. It's not interpretive. If you say to yourself, I can't stick to a healthy eating plan, or I can't stick to a fitness plan that will work for me and be good for my body, your mind doesn't go, okay, well that means we should try better to stick to it. The mind just says, yep, that's true, you can't. And so your actions follow suit. So think very carefully about the words you're using with yourself. That's my advice to you right now. Start a new program imprinting in your mind. Morning affirmations are a great way of doing it. You wake up every day and you say, oh, I'm so excited to be awake. I love this healthy regime that I'm on. And you know what? The fat is burning off me. It's melting off me now, right now. Why would you do that? Well, it's what I call the 5 Ps that are the rules of the mind. It must be positive. All right, you want to get your mind's attention by being positive and excited. It must be powerful. It must make an impression. If you go, yeah, it's quite nice to eat healthy, your mind goes, boring, you haven't got my attention. Remember, it's like that toddler. You've got to be really get your mind's attention. Say, I adore this healthy regime I'm on. I love feeling amazing. I love feeling healthy. I love honoring my body. All right, so powerful and positive. Then it's got to be in the present tense. If you think about little kids and their future pacing, if you say to them, okay, we're going to get to our destination in 3 hours time. All right, and this is even not just a toddler, a bit older, a child who's already going to school, a 6-year-old or even a 7-year-old. 10 minutes down the track, your child will say, are we there yet? You know, and that because they're rubbish at future pacing. They're just thinking about, we want to get there now. And your subconscious mind is the same. If you say to yourself, well, I'm 48 years old and I'm going to have the best bikini body I've ever had when I turn 50. Now that sounds great, doesn't it? Your mind goes, oh, okay, great. Well, I don't really know what to do with that, so good, I agree, super. And you'll live your 48th year still not doing anything about it, and most of your 49th year, and then perhaps at the last minute you'll start trying, and you'll be panicked, you'll be under pressure, and you won't achieve it, okay? Because now the pressure's on. Whereas if you wake up every morning and say, well, I'm getting my best ever bikini body now, right now, your mind goes, oh, okay, well, then I know what to do with that. I'm going to eat healthily, and I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to get fit and firm and toned and strong. So it's all about the language you use. So we spoke about positive, powerful, present tense. And then the mind loves pictures. So imagine what's going on when you're talking about, I'm going to be in that bikini. Okay, you're going to imagine yourself on the beach or by the swimming pool, looking gorgeous and firm and toned and trim. Now, it doesn't have to be a bikini. It just has to be whatever is meaningful to you. All right, that's just what came to mind as I'm chatting. And then you imagine it. You imagine a picture. Now you've really imprinted that picture in your mind, and that helps your mind remember what that looks like. And then, of course, the last P number 5, is persistence. You want to retrain new beliefs into your subconscious mind. So wake up every morning, repeat your affirmations, make sure they're positive, powerful, they're imagined in pictures, they're in the present tense, and that you persist at them. Because I think it was Tony Robbins who told us, change doesn't take a long time. Change happens in an instant. It's preparing to change that takes a long time. So that doesn't mean that you don't start making improvements while you're preparing to change. But in the beginning, what happens is you're repeating your affirmations, and you're still hearing those old voices, but you're repeating your affirmations and you're working on yourself. You are getting results, but you're still worried that I could slip back. You know, I could really start pigging out again and binge eating and doing all those bad things again if I don't watch myself. So all you do is you just keep at it, persist until suddenly one day you'll wake up and you'll realize that your mindset, your subconscious blueprint has actually changed. And and that's that instant that it changed, and it's a beautiful thing. So I just want to share with you a book that I recommend. I'm going to try and do this every week. All right, that is, I don't know if the camera's focusing on it, but it is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. If you haven't already read it, I recommend it. This was an integral part of changing my journey right from the beginning, and it's got nothing to do with weight. It's got to do with changing your mind, changing your heart, changing your very soul, all for the better, in order to up-level yourself and to feel fulfilled and feel happy and strong. And when you start achieving those kind of internal changes, then you can achieve any change that you set out to do. So on that note, thanks for watching. Every week I'm going to put on some new content, hopefully some new inspiration that I hope will motivate you and inspire you and will resonate with you. So thanks so much. Remember to click subscribe. It's been great talking to you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. Mwah.